Hey guys, it's Jericho, the admin of Sticky Flames Master League Challenge tonight. Just making a quick announcement. Only round 1 players will be playing right now. If you are playing in round 2, please wait until round 2 announcement, like the round 2 start announcement is made in Channel Sticky. If you haven't joined Channel Sticky, join Channel Sticky. That's Channel Sticky, STICKY. Thanks.
Alright, cool. And we're just going to be getting into game run. The players are ready. It'll be a Protoss versus Zerg, VIP versus Optic, how do you pronounce his name?
Nubergenie.
Nubergenie.
Nubergenie. What an epic name. Optic Nubergenie.
Optic is actually a pretty cool just team name in general, and then you can't go wrong with VIP. It's 3 letters. It's like, yes, I'm important. Don't worry.
Don't worry, man. I got this. Holding it down in Boss Town.
Precisely.
Holding it down in Toss Town.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Spawning in the lower left-hand corner as the blue Protoss, we have VIP. VIP is actually our winner from last Masters Challenge a couple weeks ago. Things to note from him is he had fantastic Warp Prism play. Generally, Protoss has been doing that a lot as of lately. Yes, both of these players are Korean, so they might be chatting it up. If you want to translate that and message me, please do. Optic Nubergenie is the green Zerg in the top of Ohana, sorry. And as for Optic Nubergenie is playing with a busted hand. He was streaming earlier, but he was streaming on a Smurf account, so not the most challenging of things.
Maybe he was just warming up, man, making sure his hand is good to go for this matchup. Didn't want to disappoint.
Or maybe that's like the disclaimer, so then VIP relaxes.
Secretly, his other hand's been fine.
Yeah.
He's been working it out. His hand's jacked. It is ready to go. He's clicking the buttons.
Speaking of button clicking, let's
check
the
actual
APMs.
No, he's clicking the buttons, man.
He's clicking the buttons. Fantastic.
Man, I wish I had that APM with a busted hand.
Yeah.
Or hand.
He's actually only playing with one hand right now. It's just on the mouse. He's just clicking really fast.
Oh, man.
Alright, so the probe is coming in here, just doing a little bit of harassment, sees the spawning pool. Standard to standard can be probably going to be a Nexus first, coming out of VIP, just based on the fact that we don't see a forge or a gateway. So, yeah, pulling the probe down now.
There you go. 3, 2, 1, Nexus.
Nice, 16 Nexus. Sometimes I see 17 Nexus, I don't know the difference. Perhaps it's a Chronobuff. Oh wow, VIP actually quite quickly allows the hatchery to go down. Would have probably really liked to block that for quite a bit longer.
Yeah, he was just, he had it on patrol and then went to go move it a little bit. Probably miscalculated by a square.
Terrible things can happen in small distances. So what kind of a strategy do you think we're going to be having out of Optic Nubergenie?
Well, I know nothing about Optic Nubergenie, but what I do know is this is Zerg versus Protoss. And Roaches seem to be a fan favorite.
There you go.
Matchup.
So yeah, probably going to be going for a faster base. Does have is it only one set of links? Yep, first set of links coming out now. Just wanting to be as greedy, but still being reasonably safe. Ooh, and actually quite a quick gas. So maybe it's for just a fast speed. Maybe he's going for some sort of quick roach attack. But no, there we see the drone headed over to the third base. Oh, is it a drone? No, it's a Ling just scouting out for pylons. Sorry,
no,
guys.
there's a drone coming.
Watching
He's coming.
via the minimap. Oh, there you go. Very nice.
And,
See,
this probe
is
gonna scout it out. Bam.
definitely in the know.
Yep, so VIP now knows he's a little bit of time, but he also knows that there will most likely be roaches headed in his direction.
Yeah, the pressure is actually now on VIP, whether he's like, okay, I gotta either hit my 2-base timing or take an expansion. This is what I find kind of funny about like the new ZVP, is Protoss can actually make a 7-minute expansion. Not on this map, just because of the destructible rocks, but on some, generally your larger maps, like Daybreak in particular, you'll be seeing a lot of Protosses take it ridiculously fast, and if Zergs are not prepared for it, they just get blindsided.
Yeah, man.
Oh, more Lings coming out. Is he going to stop at the 100 gas 4-speed, or is he going to continue?
He keeps going over. Seems to be keep mining it. We don't even see a speed upgrade coming down. What are you up to, Mr. Nugini?
He could do the Slowling Baneling attack, as popularized by, what's his name? Oh, Damaga. There we go. There's Ling speed.
There it
and a
is.
Stargate out of VIP.
Ah, and a Baneling nest for Optic Nubugini. There you go.
Well, hopefully he's able to deny the scouting of that. The Zealot and Stalker is going to go fairly far, as well as Void Rays are extraordinarily good at stopping Baneling attacks. Or not really stopping them, but decreasing their effectiveness greatly.
Oh, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see if Optic, when he gets his lair timings, we can see if he's going to go for the drop Baneling play.
I'd actually be pretty surprised. Like, I think whether he goes, I think it's just going to be a rather large Baneling attack, and you're going to have just the 3rd base being as a trick and a macro hatch.
Yeah, it seems like it. There's he's not really droning. Seems to be just saving up money. So yeah, you could be absolutely
drones,
correct.
does he? Yeah, 17 drones. He's doing. This is an all-in. This is just going to be a Zergling Baneling all-in. You get the 3rd base as a macro hatch. Try to meta Protoss. You're like, yeah, I got 3rd bases. What's the problem, bro? You didn't see? I took a 3rd.
Yeah, and then actually, how will the Stargate factor into this? I mean, he's not going to have a lot of ground army.
He's getting Phoenixes. I think he might just die.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to have anything to counter the Banelings. Banelings just going to roll over him. There's literally, I mean,
oh, the first
maybe.
Oh, he doesn't even have a sentry out right now. This is going to be
No,
dead.
but he does have. Oh yeah, here comes the Banelings.
Oh, it's busted.
But you stop busting.
Going to the main.
Stop busting. Oh, the probes! Oh, all taken down.
Survive.
Very bad.
And then they get destroyed.
And then absolutely. Now these Phoenixes are like, what? Zerglings? What? What?
Like this
Yeah,
is
the
inappropriate.
Zerglings. Yeah.
Oh, but very nice. VIP has the peace of mind to wall off. He still has his cannon. He can still micro. He has his Stargate. He can put on counter pressure. But Nubugini is now deciding that his time is to drone up, and it's 27 to 15.
Oh, that cannon's gonna fall. Swanson. Oh, there it goes. Gonna get probably this pylon. Only has 3 Phoenixes on the field. Actually, can't make anything out of these 3 gateways. This pylon's destroyed. Zergling's working on the main nexus. That's gonna fall. He's gonna lose all these probes. There's GG. Happy. Shebang. Quick game 1.
Nice game out of Nubugini.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll be back quite quickly. Hi guys, welcome back. Round 2, we're going to have Baconology versus XLS Thunder, another PvZ. Sorry guys, I didn't actually pick PvZ, they were just top of the list. It's going to be on Cloud Kingdom. Spawning, oh beautiful, XLS Thunder as the pink Protoss pieces in the south up against my favorite color Zerg. God, this is going to be a good game. The purple Zerg in the north, Baconology. I'm quite pleased. This is... Oh, I was like,
yeah,
six
dude.
pooling on top of everything.
I was like,
I saw the 3 larvae, I got so pumped.
Yeah, I saw the one drone pop and I looked at the projector tab and I was like, oh god, oh god, nose.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Looks like we're gonna see drones. Or maybe we'll see that interesting 3 base Ling Bling all in. That's pretty cool. I liked it.
Yeah, no, that is actually how I got into Masters League. I was having none of the Protoss stuff, and I was like, alright, your 2 base all-ins are killing me, man. I'm just gonna all-in ya.
There you go.
But I'm really hoping that we see just any Protoss in general actually go Phoenixes, whether versus Zerg or versus Protoss. Just they're fun to watch, as well as any sort of gateway opening. PvZ is just, it's incredibly entertaining to watch Zerg's reaction to it, and you can clearly identify who has seen it before and who hasn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 13 pool. A little bit early, I guess, just a little bit put off by the quickness of said prober.
Yeah, could have been a victim to lay pylon block one too many times. XLS Thunder stealing his minerals. Just harassing his probe line, drone line, this line.
Is it actually... I always wonder, the harass definitely damages the opponent's economy, but I would like to know by how much and what is most effective, whether blocking the minerals is most effective or attacking the drone so it's not mining for a period of time. There's be something to look into in the later stages and when StarCraft 2 really like develops and matures and becomes a fully fleshed human being.
Yep, looks like we are gonna have a Nexus first down by Thunder. And yeah, Baconology just taking a standard natural. Sure, bang.
Now, I don't like this when Protoss do it against me, but I really like seeing it in tournament play because it's effective and greedy. Instead of getting your cannon, when the forge finishes, you actually get double assimilator and then the cannon, and that's like where the money distribution goes. But I totally understand Protoss is wanting to be safe, not wanting to lose to any sort of like silly Ling attack, and like, yeah, it's safe, but not as cool.
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh,
Oh,
alright.
just kidding. Not interesting at all.
just supply blocked, just wanting that overlord to come out so he can start his queen.
The
But,
epitome of anti. Interesting.
That's actually pretty cool. Just minimizing the surface area on that cannon. Trying to make his base as defensible as possible. Truly
Yep,
trying to
absolutely.
body quite raw.
Also, all of his buildings. Actually, I don't know about that cannon, but I think, yeah. All of his cannons, I think, are or all of his buildings are protected by 3 pylons. Not sure about this bottom pylon, but
Yeah,
that cannon ain't dying.
I really wish in the observer mode, if you clicked a pylon, you could see its like perimeter.
Yeah. Right? Actually, I wonder if you go to the player view. No,
Oh.
nothing.
Third base coming out of Baconology. Going to be standard to standard. Gonna be the probe is hiding off in the lower right hand corner. Lower, yeah, that's lower right. Nailed it. Yeah, it's totally
Yeah,
standard. It's... No, go ahead.
Thunder now up to 2 gas now. If we look at the drone count, it is 26 probes to 23 drones, which is pretty standard. Just Chrono Boost always gives, or usually I should say, gives Protoss the extra probe lead in the beginning. But once that second base injects start going, and that third base pops, we should see Zerg blast ahead.
Super fast third gas out of Protoss, as well as putting on some pressure with his Zealot. I wonder if this Overlord actually saw it, and it does. Fantastic. Alright. So, technically, he should lose nothing to this Zealot. But I've seen players lose so much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Queen just
That
gonna
Zealot
usher him out
working.
there.
Mhm.
It just confirms the third, gets a little bit of damage done. It'll be healed with all damage is good damage. Throws your opponent a little bit off, just says, yeah, I might attack you, what up?
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's
and we're
just
going to
like,
be probably having a Ling style out of Baconology. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Generally, the double evolution chamber, you get the Carapace and the ranged attack. Oh, but he's not mining gas anymore? I'm confused.
aren't we all?
Or, no, he got
It's
the
actually not even it's not even anymore. They just finished.
Oh,
So,
wow.
he's just kind of.
There you go, now he's got the guys in gas. Just a
Slacking
little
a
bit
little bit.
slow to the gun.
Yeah, he's also missed at least his main queen missed an inject there. Should at least spend that extra energy on some creep, or maybe just wants to save it up for a possible transfuse later.
It could actually just be, like the side effect of having that Zealot attack. He missed.
Oh no,
that
I'm saying
time
he
when
should.
needed- Oh no, yes, I agree with you. I'm
Yeah.
just saying like why he missed it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
That
this-
Zealot's annoying, man.
Zealots are good.
I feel like that Zealot making someone miss an inject, worth it, done,
Oh,
cost
definitely.
effective.
And did he even keep it alive? Yeah, he did. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
So +1 coming down robotics facility as well as our 4th gas. Zerg now opting to send in that Overlord. We'll be able to see the robotics bay, so it'll be up to him to determine how best to deal with this. Wow, and he's still going, or maybe this is just like a just-in-case Roach Warren and getting, because just-in-case Roach Warrens are always a good idea. I don't want to say always, but like 90% of the time, I feel safer when I have a Roach Warren.
Yeah. Nope, there
Even
you go, yep. It's definitely just in case as the +1 melee attack just started. Seems like he mistimed his gas and evolution chambers as he wasn't able to start that +1.
Four
Right away,
Zealots. 4 Zealots running into the 3rd, completely unprepared. Now this
Yeah,
is going
and,
to do a
and then
decent
4 more Zealots running into the natural, actually.
Oh
so.
really? Very
Yeah, 8 Zealots on the map doing a ton of damage.
Ben.
Might get this queen.
Got the queen, getting the drone, got another queen,
Oh my
and then
god.
and another 4 are headed in. 9 roaches in production.
There you go.
My god.
Definitely is going to need that Roach Warren. These Zealots are going to be such a pain until they hatch.
Terrible damage.
Yeah, I wonder if he just takes all these Zealots and focuses down, if he had been focusing down the 3rd, he might have been able to...
I think it's possible, but I
Yeah.
think you just want to get as much drone damage as possible.
yeah.
He's
But I mean,
actually-
even so, these 2 that were up at the 3rd weren't attacking drones. But he did a ton of damage.
but
Losing
we just look-
roaches. Oh, is he going to lose this queen
Kaz
again?
is still even though. He has lost all of his queens and wants to be higher up in the drone. Wow, 2
Oh,
wow,
man.
some fail fields coming down out of Thunder. Doesn't want to be fed back. He's like, no, let's decrease the surface area.
Yeah, I think he's... is he going to get this hatch?
Maybe? Yes?
That's
I
going
wanna
to be
say
close.
yes.
Oh yeah, with the Zealots
no,
actually...
And
Oh, wow.
Zealots in the main actually doing a ton of program
Wow. This is crazy great play out of Thunder right now, just using multiple attacks with Zealots doing a ton of damage, locking down a base, getting a ton of... What's the workers'
Yeah.
kills?
Yeah, that's
15 workers killed so far.
actually decent though, just by Baconology trying to defense his base.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like the fact that he's alive and has a counterattack possibility is good here. Twilight Council, as well as I believe a War Prism, is heading out of the base, so he's going to continue it and takes the hidden third. Very nice. Whoa, I like this. Double immortal drops. These are so fun.
Oh man.
It's just like
That's hilarious.
I'm so thankful that I'm not up against the double Warp Prism drop, but it is fun to watch.
Now, the double immortal drop, is that to snipe tech or roaches or?
It 2-shots drones. It does well against buildings. It's just good.
Just good.
Yeah, no, it's one of those where you're like, what's your plan? Like, it's good.
Yeah, and he also has this forward pylon to warp in reinforcements if he wants to do a huge offensive.
And he's got one slightly closer than the one that was just shown on screen, as well as he's got the hidden base, which is like protected with vision due to those pylons.
Yep.
So he's in great shape. 2-2 coming down for Zerg, so he is not going to be outdone. Down 30 food, so fairly dangerous. Down a bunch of workers. Infestation pit coming down.
And we're getting blink for the Protoss. Always good to see that blink.
Gonna push or take a new base. That'd be
Oh
interesting.
man, if he takes like a fourth,
Tony,
but
the third of
the
Protoss?
third,
Cool.
man, that'll be
There we
nuts.
go. We have
Just
Ling's. Ling's headed to the. Where is he? Trying to make a run by. Does he have the wall? No, he does not. They're gonna be trading
tunneling's
huge
getting.
blows from each other.
Oh
Like-
man,
Nice zealots, bro. Oh, needs to do the hold position micro by the gas to get maximum damage done. Gonna be pulling workers. Oh, there you go. Now you have a nice hold position, getting the worker damage that it needs done. Ling's coming in from the main. I actually think he should have kept those in the main and tried to snipe maybe the Twilight Council or something. How many workers were killed? 19 workers killed, bringing him back into the lead, 52 to 36. Now it is all going to come down to this hidden base and how much damage this push is actually able to do. Baneling Nest coming down. Infestation Pit is finished, but does not have the minerals to oh wow, and a hive before pathogen glands and infestors while he's in trouble. Don't know how much I agree with that decision.
yeah. Or even on like 3 base wall teching to infestors.
Oh.
I mean, it's just like
He's got 4 immortals up against his door, 7 sentries, 7 zealots, 16 blink stalkers.
oh, and
Dark
look
Shrine
at
comes
that dark
down.
shrine.
GG, he knows.
Alright.
There you go. Congratulations to Thunder. Guys, we'll be back after a short break of musics.
Enjoy.
Hey guys, SF Jericho back here. Just giving some quick announcements from our partners at Esports Canada. This upcoming Sunday, that's Sunday, September 2nd, if you live in the Greater Toronto area, the Esports Canada will be presenting the Bar of Legends, which will be casting the League of Legends regional qualifiers live from PAX. The Bar of Legends will be located at 581 Markham Street, Victory Cafe. If you've been to or any other of the StarCraft 2 barcrafts, it's the same place. And yeah, it's going to be some good times watching some LOL and getting drunk. So yeah, I'm going to shoot it over to Swanson and Fatal right now, and they're going to talk about other Sticky Flames events.
All right, guys. One of the most exciting events coming out of Sticky Flames, as always, is going to be the Grandmaster Show match. These are going to take place about bi-weekly or bi-monthly. I think bi-monthly is the word I want. But round one is going to be Desro versus Complexity's Rise. It'll be a best of 7 show match, King of the Hill style best of 7. I already said that, but it's so awesome. I'm just going to repeat myself until you remember it as well as I do. It's going to be starting on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the channel you're watching right now. The winner of that will go on to face DD, and we have a slew of players just lined up and ready to go for the next round. Alright guys, we're going to be going into round 3 right now, which is going to be Root Masa versus RDG Ogna. TBT. Oh, they didn't pick the coolest colors for Terran, which as we all know are blue and orange. People may disagree with me, but this is my opinion.
Man, you're gonna have to explain the orange one, man. The blue one. The blue one I got the blue one. Orange. Lost me, man.
Well, spawning in the lower left-hand corner as the red Terran pieces, we have RDG Ogna. And in the north, spawning as the purple Terran, we have Root Masa. Okay, so blue, everyone I guess just accepts that blue is a good color because I guess like the Wings of Liberty thing is all blue. But
Exactly.
Orange just looks cool, dude. Like that's my only logic. Like you get like orange Marines look cooler than all other Marines.
There you go. Done. Enough said.
That's my logic. That's,
I feel like
that's all
yeah.
I got.
I feel like enough said on that.
Perfect. I'm glad. Alright,
Sweet.
so what Ogna is a teammate of mine, as most of you, maybe some of you don't. I don't know. Anyway, you are now aware. What I have seen out of his TBT builds are a lot of high aggression into insane kind of really greedy macro. So do like a 1 base all in, followed by like an extra double command center. And it looks like Masa just going to be putting his barracks in not the most seen position, but it's most certainly going to be scouted. And Ogna's doing the exact same thing. All these little things that help you get ahead are going to be helpful. Oh, actually, gas coming out of Masa. Oh, mirrored builds. Masa just doing everything slightly ahead. This could be exciting.
There you go, man.
Alright, so now everything is going to come down to if and when they get a second gas.
Alright, so Masa's doing the SCV rally trick where you rally your SCV worker right in front of the mineral patch and then have him mine, so he actually mines more efficiently because of how the acceleration works in workers, and he was totally just doing that, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I've definitely started to incorporate that into my play as well. It's really helpful when you're doing any sort of early rush build, when you're really trying to like bang out any sort of tech.
Yeah, and especially like, I mean, if he's planning on doing an early rush, I mean that could be the difference of like 1-2 Marines easily.
We actually see that reflected in the income tab, where with the same worker count, he's getting 80 more minerals per minute. So good stuff out of him, and it's going to be a Reaper opening.
Awesome
Oh, sauce. I really enjoy actually that those little like increased mining tricks. You can just see the increase in money. You're like, yes, he just has more money now. So this expansion is going to be coming sooner. I'm assuming he's going for a Reaper expand. It's the logical thing, and there's the command center factory coming down for Ogna.
Yeah, and he's doing that while Ogna's throwing down his factory right now. Might be going. What do you think? Like a 1-1-1?
Definitely some sort of 1-1-1 variation. It's the question for me now is what
Cloak?
weird 1-1-1 is he doing? Yeah. He's getting a second gas, but the Reaper is coming up into Ogna's natural. Reaper, Ogna's natural. Reaper, there we go. Wasn't seen, but was killed right away. he scouted that his opponent has indeed built Marines.
Yeah, and there's
not
another
the greatest
Reaper.
bit of information.
There's actually another Reaper on the way. Looks like he's rallied to the same location.
Oh no, but he's going to be going into the
Oh.
back and going to be seeing exactly what sort of scouting we have coming down, and it is going to be the get a bunch of Marines and Hellions and elevator them in. I don't know what this build is called.
I
I'll
like
call
that,
it-
man.
It's a good build, actually. I like it. But, oh, is he not going to... There we go, now he's shooting. Delaying that starport even further, getting
Two
two drone...
workers. Oh, he's gonna get the
And-
mule.
yes,
Oh,
and that was a fresh mule.
Yeah, that was a
that's
brand new
240.
mule.
Oh wow, if you look at the income tab, he's actually down by 200 per minute right now. Massa putting down a bunker. Saw a lot, not necessarily a lot of tech, but more tech than he's rocking out right now. Getting a Marauder and Stim, so it's definitely going to be bioplay out of Massa.
Yeah, and
This is a good map for it.
absolutely.
Alright, so where is Ogna's attack timing going to come from? Is he going to wait for the one medevac, the two medevacs? I think he's got to go with one just based on, you know, how like far behind he is with that command center. He did scout it. He's going to try to go into the back, but that's exactly what the production is. Well-placed bunker, actually. That's kind of neat. Stops Hellion run-bys very effectively. I'm not sure how it does for protecting the natural. I guess you just rely on moving your stuff out of the way.
Yeah,
And
what's
it's just a good localizer.
Yeah, I think for the natural, he can always like come forward and attack, and then if he knows he's going to lose it, bring the SCVs back, and this kind of prevents his SCVs from dying as they're retreating.
There you
Kind
go.
of giving some covering fire.
Terrans, steel. This is whatever, guys. You're wondering, like, I don't know how to improve. You're like, well, watch it. Like a player, a league higher than you. Doesn't matter what that league may be. Just do what he's doing. All right. Looks like Ogna is rallied in front of the base, and here comes.
There you
the
go.
blue
There's the
base.
cloak. So it looks like is he gonna have time to wait? Oh no, he's just going in. He's just going in. So he's gonna follow this up with 2 cloak banshees, 1 to 2 cloak banshees, somewhere in that range.
But he's like,
He's gonna get
those
demolished
Marauders
right here.
not going to be
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
well. Nice.
That
quick
stip.
clip.
Oh,
Oh,
gets
is he
most
going
of
to get
it.
it? Oh, and
Oh,
saves
he's
it.
gonna get it.
3 stims.
There's no way. Is he gonna be able to? Oh no, his Marines went the wrong way. He could have
Uh-oh.
easily choked everything off.
And that's
Yeah,
a
but he's
triple
gonna lose
stim.
everything.
But the Marauders still have way too much life.
Yeah.
Oh, Marines
Oh,
on
and
the south, and they picked it off.
Nice by Root Massa, just coming down, choking that Medevac's escape route, and just nabbing it. Easy. Looks like we're gonna see a reactor down on his factory, gonna come out with his own Hellions, or just preparing it for another building.
My question is, how much scan does he have saved up, and does he have an engineering bay? Ogna now taking an expansion.
He has
Banshees actually could do a
scans.
ton of damage.
Oh, it's gonna depend. Is he gonna call down the mule with this 50 energy of the orbital command? This is gonna be really interesting. If he
Engineering bay
nails
coming
that,
down as well.
yeah. If he doesn't call down the mule, he just called it down.
Oh, that's so painful.
Oh, but he still has
Call
one.
down.
He actually does have a scan in his mains
Very nice.
to use it, and he knows to save it. Should be seeing
Oh.
that. There it is.
Oh,
Ogna
Ow.
literally picking the worst time to attack that Banshee, as both of Massa's command centers had 50 energy as he attacked. Siege tanks coming out for Ogna. Is siege mode researched? Already done. Look at that.
go. Sieging up at the natural, knows that he's behind and needs to play the defensive game from here on out.
Actually,
Massa's up 20 food, but down in siege tanks, which is always a problem. Well, not necessarily always a problem, but just
generally, yeah.
not the
Generally,
situation you want to be in.
generally inconvenient.
1-1 coming out of Massa here. Looks like he's probably going to go over to break the rocks. Is he trying to section out this Banshee coming from the north? That would be insane. That'd be a little bit too much.
Does he know it's there?
I don't think so, but like, you know how it's, I don't know, as Zerg, if I get dropped on the left, I just send 20 lings to the right? I just, like, I haven't seen anything, you just kind of do it.
You're like, just in case he's doing that multiple crap.
Yeah, just in case he's trying to be a decent player. Moss actually supply block here. Oh, and he's got 4 depots coming down. Banshee heading into the main. There is 1 missile turret, but are there any Marines? Because he can pick off a lot of stuff. He's been seen by... Oh,
Oh,
pre-pulling
nice reaction time by Massa. instantly pulling all of his SCVs. Not going to lose anything. This Banshee's just going to have to leave. He has nothing to kill.
And I think Masa's actually probably just going to do a load up and go into the main. Looks like Agna's trying to break the rocks to take a third.
Oh, this is actually brilliant by Masa. Using his Reaper expand, he actually knows where all the tech for Agna is, so he knows exactly where to drop to pick every bit of this tech off. He's going to be able to do a ton of damage right now as the army of Agna is way in the front.
Starport. Oh, nope. Going for the tech lab.
Tech lab. Researching stim. Unfortunate. Now just going to come in and try to get worker kills. How many worker kills is he going to get?
He's just going to get the base. Moving instantly back up. Is Agna going to be able to pick off one medevac? But this drop has done plenty of damage. Oh, losing another one? Nope. He's going to be fine. 1-1 just now finishing for Masa. Does he have the armory? Probably not. Oh, there it is coming down now. So
man, if only Masa simultaneously pushed the front and all these siege tanks left. Oh, that would have been
I don't think
sick.
he has. Does he have the? I don't think he had like the actual army to do enough of that.
Yeah.
Banshee's coming into the south. What is the south
Dying.
of Root Masa's base?
Completely picked off.
Now there it is, dead and gone. Just
And,
saw the drop dropped there, and then was like, what if I just killed you?
Root Masa is picking off the rocks now, looking to take that third expansion. Does not have his third command center yet. Looks like he's going to build it at his natural, probably for extra mules. He'll probably build one up here as he does have the SCV in position to do so. As we look at Agna, it looks like he is also, he is actually taking his third right now. Has Marines going all over the place, trying to get some map vision, deny Masa the towers, but Masa's Marines apparently better.
Better upgrades. Better.
Oh, true. True, he does have 1-1. 2-2 actually on the way for Root Masa. While only +1 started for Agna. Does he have 1 armor? No. So he's going to be 1-0 against
Yeah,
the
down
1-1.
3 upgrades is dangerous. How many... Okay, so I think this is 2 drops coming in, as we just see on the minimap. 1 in the north, 1 coming through the south, or through the middle watchtower. Oh no, just a Marine. I look on the minimap, guys. I
Yeah,
don't actually watch.
yeah. I totally thought that was a drop, especially like considering like where it was headed.
Oh,
But
for
he does
sure.
have a Marine in position. Actually, he has the whole missile turret there. We'll see this drop.
But will
So-
it land anyway? We'll definitely kill this 10 supply, but it will depend on how much damage is actually delivered. Boom! The second turret gets it. 3 Marines are in the base.
Oh,
Bugging
he's
the
gonna get
siege
that tank.
Oh,
Is he gonna get it?
Agnes still doesn't
man.
have stim. Agnes still doesn't have stim, still doesn't have combat shields, down in infinity upgrades.
Yeah, Agna was denied this stim upgrade from the last drop that Masa did.
I think we have a Banshee or a drop, or just actually probably a Scouting Marine at the
Yep,
potential
Scouting Marine.
north bases of Masa here. And he's
But
sending...
these two Marines, no.
Oh, thought about it. They seriously thought about it.
They're like, whatever.
2 more factories coming down from Masa, just getting into higher production levels. Probably not going to be switching in to any sort of mech play and just doing some sort of large push.
Yep,
What is the tank count at right now? Oh, it is 5-6 in Agna's favor. So with the defensive position and the fact that Masa has to cross,
however,
oh,
though Agna has the tank numbers, Masa has the tank upgrade.
and his Marines are infinitely better, especially the fact that Agna has yet to research stim. Yeah, 2-2's finishing.
2 stim versus 0-1 no stim. Yeah, it's like
13 medevacs to 5.
oh man, are they gonna walk right past each other? No.
No. The tower is going to give the vision.
I was like, no. These Marines trying to deny the tower, and they're like, oh crap.
Down 60 supply.
It's like, is Agna just taking the towers with these Marines? Yeah, okay. I was like, is he going for like a 3 Marine counterattack? What is this?
Oh, natural of Agna.
But he's already pre-sieged. Can Root Masa see? He cannot see.
Can we get a vision a little bit off to the side? Yep, just watching the tank wars here. Alright, so it's gonna Masa could actually just spread and go, but as he was asking me before, he's like, this is a best of 1, so he wants to be absolutely safe.
Oh, there he goes. He throws down the scan. Goes down the scan, does see that Ogna is all sieged up, but does not have as much stuff as he does. He is taking a 4th as well. Actually just going to come home, defend that 4th, looks like. Maybe try to find a different angle of attack on the siege tanks.
Towers back. Both players have actually been fighting for their towers quite vehemently. 3-3 and +2 vehicle weapons coming down from Asano, dropping the Mule Hammer at the expansion. And yeah, he's ahead in almost every conceivable way. The tank count is now ahead for him as well. But Ogna's doing his best to keep in there. He's been in great position. He's always seen where the army is coming from.
Oh yeah, now you see those upgrades. I mean, 2 pre-stim Marines versus the full health, and Ogna just didn't stand a chance.
I think this is
here
going
comes
to be the
huge
final battle.
Oh,
Austin's got the
absolutely.
stim, he's got the upgrades.
He's got the siege. Ogna wasn't even siege during that whole
He's
fight,
been
retreating his Marines. Ooh, now he
He's
played.
angle at the last second.
Oh.
And then Mas was like, oh, I'm good, I'll leave. Huge stim forward. Is he going to be getting all these
Oh
tanks?
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that absolutely no
That's
compass.
got to sting. And GG coming out of Ogna.
Oh man, there you go.
Alright guys, we'll be back
2v2.
with round 4, yep. Very shortly.
Enjoy the musics.
Enjoy very shortly, actually. I'm just going to use that for now.
funky technician is back. Sit back and relax. Now's the time to relax your mind. The funky technician is back.
Hi guys, and welcome back. Round 4 starting. This is the last of the best of 1 series. It's going to be Samp is Zerg up against H2K Strafed Protoss. Back to good old ZVP. In a disappointing color, we have H2PK Strafed as in the lower left-hand corner as the green Protoss, I guess. And in the north, directly north of him, sorry, in the upper left-hand corner again. Man, I keep on wanting to say right-hand corner.
Every time.
Every time. As the orange Zerg, we have Samp.
Well, I mean, you got the orange, right? You got
You
one
got the-
color.
Got the orange right, but wasn't Terran. But orange Zerg looks good too. Actually, I think I just like orange, not orange Protoss. Though. Orange Protoss is silly.
Yeah, orange, yeah. Yeah, goofy. Oh, okay. Well, interesting things
Ooh, whoa.
right off
Yeah.
the bat.
Forge
Looks like-
Expand is too meta. Forge Expand is too meta.
Looks like Hujpk is not going to go for a Forge Fast Expand. Will be interesting to what he's going to see. Will we see a return of the Forgate?
And he's actually far too used to playing on ladder, checking the close by ground positions. Both players are actually with Sam sending his Overlord to the north.
Can you not close by ground?
No, this is WCS, man. You cannot close by ground in any tournament map that is, you know, legitimate in any way, shape, or form. Unentombed Valley. The only place that you can do that, of course, is the Blizzard ladder, but don't worry, Blizzard is aware of the pro scene. Don't worry, trust me. Like, Dustin Browder he was like, yo, Swanson, don't worry, we're aware, close by ground. No neutral supply depots either. Which leads me to believe that Dustin Browder actually plays Protoss.
There you go.
This is my belief.
There you go. No, man, he's getting rid of the carrier. Can't play
I
Protoss.
think he just
No.
can't make carriers work, and then is not.
I mean,
Oh, okay, so Sam, now that there's something to talk about. Sam, scouting that there's no Forge Expand, I'm going to be thankful that he did not go for the quickest of third bases. But that'd be way too soon, as because the probe scattered in the wrong direction, he was unable to do any sort of hatchery blocking.
Yep, and this is the point where I, as Sam, go, what can they do on one base again? I don't, why can't you just Forge Fast Expand?
I actually just assumed that a Protoss on one base can do the same stuff as a Protoss on two base, just a lot worse.
There you go.
I mean, like, they could do an Immortal Sentry push, it'd just be terrible. They could
Yeah,
do Void Ray, but there'd be like a Void Ray, and you know,
Yeah.
maybe like 8 Zealots or something.
I mean, I'm just like, every time I see a Protoss one base, I just instantly assume Forgate, and then when I go, like, scout later, I'm like, Sentry Expand. Damn. Forgot
Yeah.
about that one.
Yeah. Alright, but with the double gas, probably not going to be going for that.
Yeah.
Wonder what...
You're actually not taking
He's
that.
hiding. He's prepared to hide something in the back of his base. The question now is what it is. Going for the Stalker
Oh,
first.
he's gonna go for DTs, you think? Oh,
DTs for 4 gate blink. Probably. I
I
yeah,
hope
it's-
DTs. Wanna know why?
This-
Because you wanna know
this
what I hate the most? Oh no,
Oh.
is he gonna... he
No, it
canceled
canceled because the Zerglings got in. This is now going to prompt, or not really prompt, but force him to build a Nexus. So they're just going to 1 gate expand.
Oh man, you know what the worst part about that is?
Mm.
Those Zerglings would have saw nothing. They barely saw that pylon. He could have got away with it.
He could have, but it is too big of a risk. But what I feel is though the best situation for Sam to do right now is not the roaches, but actually just to all-in lanes from here. And he's rebuilding the Twilight Cancel. Oh, if you're just going to be rebuilding...
See, the interesting thing is canceling it before it's scouted doesn't make any sense. Because because one of two things is going to happen. This kind of negates what I'm going to say, but one of two things has happened. He scouts it, and then you cancel it, or he doesn't scout it, and you get to do it anyway. So if you're going to cancel it, you might as well make sure he's going to see it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And then you have, like, the whole, well, you know, he saw it, he expected he's going to prepare for something I'm not doing. So going up to 3 gateways now. Warp Gate is finishing quite quickly. We do have a Spore Crawler in each base. Awkward opening. I will say that it is awkward because he did get scouted, but awkward nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean... I guess instead of relying on that forge and the cannon, he's just going to rely on
DTs.
gateway units and this wall. Walls of the DTs. That's not more of a reliance, it's more of a... DTs.
I feel sorry for him. These are not going to be the world's greatest DTs. And then Zealot over here, he's like, yo man, is there a third? But like, not at all.
And Miles Zerg sitting at home, prepared for the DTs. It's interesting, I wonder what prompted his reaction.
Perhaps they everything.
Yeah, I guess. I guess he pulled the, how do I lose this? DTs.
Or if he's on one base and going for a lot of gas, his options are essentially Stargate or Dark Templar, and Spore Crawlers defend for both of those. So he's going to be absolutely fine. Going to be looking to put on a little bit of pressure, just kind of a poke and prod, see what Strafed is up to. So there we go. Yeah, just be like, yep, you walled. Damn. Going to be getting a +1
Dark
out here.
Shrine.
Dark
done.
Shrine, no, but he's got 1 gateway. There,
He's got 2 more.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I was like, man. Alright,
He's
so
got this.
where are these? Oh, the DTs are being warped into the north.
Let's follow this DT on its path to death.
I
Oh,
think
just
they're
grouping up?
to deny the third. It's actually
Grouping up with his bro. Oh, yeah, do you think? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Oh, is he gonna wait for the drone transfer? Ooh.
I think he's just being attacked. Zergling's sneaking by 1 row, squeezes his way through magically.
Oh, they're gonna. Oh, he's gonna get the sentries. Oh no.
Oh, he's just gonna bust right through here.
Oh,
DT's like,
man.
"Screw it, on the base." But losing 8 probes, attempting to employ Micro, needs to warp into Dark Templar over here back at home. Keep himself as safe as they can
He
be.
actually warped in a zealot to try to get that whole position with the pylon being blocked there.
Counterattack does a ton of damage. And we have a bunch of lings. This is essentially a very awkward base race where one person has invisible ninjas.
Invisible ninjas is good, man, but so is Zerglings. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, it can't be a base race because Stamp's defended for because DT's at home. So
There we
this is a we're just waiting for the invisible ninjas to slow down the base race.
Yeah, this is smart. You're like, I'm being attacked by DTs, let's go for the probes. Every second I do additional damage, I'm killing additional probes. Completely unpowered everything in Strafe's base, but this is a tournament and there is $50 on the line, does want to do the best he can. Best of 1, down to 12 food. Yeah, Hail Mary DTs did not Hail Mary him into round 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
I
an
agree with him.
opportunity.
That is the best way to say this. You're like, that's not how I planned that out. GG.
40 workers killed and GG. I'm surprised he didn't wait for the best of 3s to start DTing.
I think you're just like, you get nervous and you're like, oh god. That's what I think.
We'll be
I
back.
remember what my issue was. No, I thought we had already cut to music. So
Oh, did
here's
we?
okay. Strafe wins this.
Sit back and relax. And let your conscience be free. as we show you what's happening. Now's the time to relax your mind and slip into a new world. Technician. Show you what's happening. Now's the time to relax your mind. The funky technician is back. Technician is back. The funky technician is back.
Alright guys, welcome back. We are now into the best of 3 series. It's going to be Mystery Meat Protoss versus Samp the Zerg on Shakuras Plateau. I'd like to thank Mystery Meat for not only picking the name Mystery Meat, but picking the color pink. And I'd also like to congratulate Samp on picking orange. We're off to a good start just on the loading screen. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner as that beautiful orange Zerg, we have Samp. And spawning horizontally as the pink Protoss pieces, Mystery Meat. Mystery Meat was saying that he is really nervous going into this game. He's ZVP or PvZ is his worst matchup. I told him just good luck and do your best in Protoss OP.
So
Hopefully that will carry him into the next round.
So I thought you couldn't have horizontal spawns.
You cannot have horizontal spawns on Entombed Valley, and you cannot have vertical spawns on Shakuras Plateau. You cannot have close by ground spawns. That's the best way to look at it. Don't think of it as horizontal or vertical, think of it as close by ground. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, where are you going with this?
Herb derp. I didn't realize how close to his base were, man. I don't even like this map. So you know what? Okay.
There you go. Well, it looks like Mr. Meat not going to be doing any sort of, what do you call these things? Early sort of DT plays, as we saw from last round. Opting to do the more standard Forge Expend. Might still do the Nexus first. The world is his oyster. Just scouting around. He's like, alright, no early pool. Just continuing to chill. No probe harass. It's actually kind of surprising. I don't... Like, the scouting is good, but the harassment with the scouting is best. Just gonna be trying to block... wow, I keep on wanting to say that there hatchery. And probably gonna be a Nexus first here. Will it be on 16 or 17? Normally, on the European server, it is mostly the 17 Nexus. But Mystery Meat going for the 16.
And this Overlord will spot soon. In about 20 minutes. Oh no, these are speedy Overlords.
Yeah, you can always tell whether someone plays Protoss with like, yeah, the freaking rocket ship Overlords. You're like, no, man, this is like bare minimum useful speed Overlord.
Yeah, look at that rocket ship. Whoosh.
Yeah, you just, like, especially my favorite is when Terrans complain. You're like, dude, really? Your stuff flies so quickly.
Dude, what are flies? They have. What do they need to fly? Why don't they just?
So probably gonna have Samp going for a third base. Whether he takes the one that Protoss is attempting to cannon, I believe, based on this probe trying to be all sneaky.
Man.
I kind of wish Mystery Meat would try and block the hatcheries more and really delay his opponent. He does a good job of acquiring all the necessary information, but he doesn't slow his opponent down.
No, it's funny. These lings are like, yeah, these lings are kind of scouting the base, but not really.
This is one of those terrible feelings where you're like, I scouted, I swear, I scouted. You're like, no, just the corner, just the tip,
luckily, that probe is actually just a delayed scout. I don't know what he expects to see, but...
just trying to confirm that all the bases are there. Nothing's been cancelled. Trying to check to scout if there's any sort of gas coming down. But generally, with the Queen series, you're going to be able to deny the scouting fairly promptu. No early gas, no, what do you call those things? Roaches. Let's see. Okay, Cybernetics Square coming down. Instantaneous gate research. If you start warp gate and +1 attack at the same time, they will finish at the same time, assuming equal allotted chrono boosts as they have the same build time. Checking out that worker tab. I was about to say ahead by 6, now ahead by 3, but Protoss still maintains that lead. No one going to be getting supply blocked, and we're going to see Zealot Sentry, which generally is more indicative of a robo-based play. Still no gas, which is totally fine, normal, acceptable, and good. And as always, from Zerg, not under pressure, going to be drones. Probably getting an early ling speed, but should pull guys off from there. What are you thinking, John?
I don't know, man. Standard as all standard could be.
The double gas at 6 minutes is a little bit
Yeah, might go for... Is he gonna go for Stargate?
Normally, when for me, if I see the double sentry, I expect robotics facility. That's my scouting. I know
Exactly. That's exactly why a Stargate would be awesome.
Yeah, no, that's very true. But Zerg does see the double gas, so he knows that no huge 6 or 7 gate or 8 gate is coming down instantaneously. Roach Warren, Evo Chamber, speed coming down for Zerg as well.
Yep, Protoss is working his way up to 4 gateways right
And
now.
there's Robo. There we are.
And there it is.
All right, how many droners do we have? 46. Not too bad right now. You do really want to be getting up to the 60 range. 65 is the most amount of drones you want to have if you want to do the 200 max Roachling aggressions. Lair also coming down now, as well as the Twilight Council for Mystery Meat. Yes, Zerg is building a Twilight Council at the 8-minute mark, standard. There's just going to be a little bit of 4-gate pressure, very sentry heavy. And then following it up with some tech and probably a third base. I say probably a third base, and I instantly regret it. This because it's Protoss. Nothing against you guys, but you guys are a fan of the 2 base, and they're good. Like 2 base is good.
Yeah, 2
And
base
then-
Protoss is good.
I was actually talking to a lot of my Protossy friends. They're like, I really don't like playing against the Broodlord, Infestor, Death. So I like to do a 2 base all in. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Mr. Meat just gonna be taking a third base, but taking the far away third base, the hard to defend third base. The third base, I'm confident you guys are on my vision, but I'm not sure. But if you just see this little choke here between the watchtower and the high ground here, you wall that off, and you just keep your army parked right in this section here, and you can defend all of your bases quite adequately and effectively.
Yep.
How many gas?
Although
Okay,
if he keeps this Zealot on hold position, which he might, he's just as safe. We got a wall. He's good to go.
yeah, for sure. He's definitely not in a bad spot. Changeling now just going to be chilling out in Mystery Meat's base. +2 Blink and Immortals coming down. Everything is scouted by this Overseer. Creep Spread has begun going to be connecting his bases. Was expecting some sort of Stargate play. Yeah, I'm going to watch a lot more replays and see if the double sentry is like 100% indicative of RoboBay, but it just seems to be like most of the time.
Yep.
So we'll check that out. Observer seeing all the things. 4th base coming out from Zerg. Everything is standard. He has the amount of... He's actually kind of low on the drones. I guess the 4 Spore Crawlers put him back.
Yeah, I don't think he was exactly going for that, maybe actually. I was gonna say I didn't think he might have not been going for the exactly at 12 minutes max thing. Just because of this, like, I feel like this macro hatch was kind of early.
I didn't actually see the timing of the macro hatch, but generally when you stop at this many workers, you're planning on being extraordinarily aggressive. And actually, if he works his way up this ramp right now, Mystery Meat is completely out of position. Just he's being walled in now. Does he see the army? Okay, if we go to his vision,
Nope.
wow, just barely
Yep.
does. But
Oh, and there does. Oh, the sentries.
but
Oh,
nice.
man.
Too many roaches are getting in there, losing his sentries. Focus firing the Immortals down. Just too much stuff coming out of Zerg, but he's
Oh, wow.
teching up with the Infestation Pit, but losing all of the sentries. Units lost. Tabby's lost so much. Roaches are not done their pain train. They're
Yeah,
gonna be trying
actually
to take
slip
things
in.
out.
Yep, slipping in a couple Zerglings trying to get rid of these
Start
stalkers.
with 2 Blink Stalkers.
Yep, Mystery Meat should be able to hold with good blink micro, but maybe not. Oh, these roaches are doing it. Yeah. And there's the blink. Yeah, so Mystery Meat will definitely hold, but he did lose a ton of stuff. And look at Zerg streaming units across the field, going for that final death push on the 3rd base of Protoss. And try to take it out.
Up to the 70 drones now, so any sort of pressure and additional damage he gets done now, any delay in tech of Protoss is going to be fantastic. Nice force field there, blocking these roaches out for just a little bit longer, but he is...
I'm surprised Stamp with those Lings didn't try to counterattack the main, because obviously Mystery Meat's going to want the majority of his forces over here, and he could have got maybe an Immortal for free.
If only he had all of the lovely map hacks that we do.
True.
Alright, so let's
Facts,
see.
facts.
Pathogen glands coming down. This base
30
is
link
definitely going to be
impression.
going down.
It's done.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
this is a best of 3, so Mystery Meat. Yeah, this is generally why you don't take this base. It's just so far away. Look, 2 more Immortals. That's helpful against Roaches. And then if he didn't lose all of his sentries earlier, base goes down.
gonna lose the Immortals. The Colossus coming out is gonna have no gateway support, or at least very little. He actually only has 4 gateways. So he's actually not able to produce anything.
Yeah, and that's reflected in his money getting extraordinarily high. If Zerg want to protect the Hive, build infestors, add a second evolution chamber, continue his upgrades, all of that would be a-okay with me. But I think his plan is to just 1A up his opponent's ramp and call it good.
Wow, the Roach is actually blocking off the Zerglings. That Colossus getting
29
30 kills. Ton of kills because of how the Roaches were positioned. He actually might have... Oh no, okay, man, Colossus is
Yeah,
dead.
no.
How much that mattered.
Yeah, down
I was like,
over a
it's like maybe he
Right.
botched this attack. No, no.
Guys, we'll be back with round 2 very shortly. Alright guys, welcome back. Game number 2, round 5, Samp vs. Mystery Meat, ZVP. Antigua Shipyard chosen by Protoss. Not too surprising, this has an easier third base to defend, so I can see why he would attempt to do such things. Spawning in the 11 o'clock position as the orange Zerg, we have Samp. And spawning cross map as the pink Protoss pieces, we have Mystery Meat, currently down 1 game. Hopefully the nerves don't get to him in game number 2 and he's able to hopefully just tie it up and make game number 3 happen. And then from there, the world is in his hands. The finals are but 1 game away, or will be but 1 game away. We still need to see what happens this game. So I'm assuming a third base. I'm assuming the same sort of zealot sentry, or yeah, mostly sentry type business. Oh no! So when you pick a map that's good for 3 basing, people assume that you 3 base, and then you're like, all right, I'll 1 base.
Question
Very
is, are we gonna see DTs again?
That would be exciting. Say, or Blink. It's like, I feel like a 1-gate expo is really just a bad build, because people are like, okay, well, you're on 1 base, I'll just mass lings, and then if you try to expand, you just get overrun. It doesn't matter how cost inefficient Zerg really is at that point, because they're so far ahead in workers that it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
What do you think we're going to be seeing out of Zerg this game?
Depends entirely upon what Protoss does, man. Yeah. When he sees, I'm interested in what his reaction will be when he sees the 1 base. Whether he will simply Mass Lings, get a macro hatch, take the third macro hatch or something. I don't know. We'll see. Go for that, maybe go for like some kind of bust.
Yep,
You got a lot of options.
The world is, as always, oh my god, what is this? I was like, why is there a shield on this Overlord, and just the way I had it positioned, the probe was being blocked. So it's going to be spawning pool for hatchery coming down here. Everything's super standard. I would actually like Mystery Meat to block. Oh wow, that's unfortunate.
That was nasty.
You saw the silhouette of the hatch.
Oh yeah.
Going to block that third base. Zerg is in the know. He sees the one basing. He should really not be just attempting to get this base at all. Yeah,
I was gonna say it'd be interesting. I was gonna say it'll be interesting to see if Samp kind of falls for this and tries to take a third, or if he's just gonna get Lings and clear it and be patient, kind of like he should.
Yep, definitely. Just not getting too over here. You don't need your third base. The only reason you want that fast third base is to deal with the fast nexus of Protoss. But if Protoss is not doing it, don't try and counter it. Guys going into gas, going to be getting speed. Protoss has actually built up quite a lot of gas, so maybe got this gas a little bit earlier. Maybe the Cybernetics Core is a little bit late. Going to be getting that sentry out. Oh, sentry? Where's the sentry, my friend? Opting not. Interesting.
Alright.
Alright, I guess. He's building a gateway in his opponent's base. I was like,
That's
what? There's a
adorable.
gateway?
Yeah, he saw the pylon going down, so he built a gateway and waited for it, and then canceled that. Interesting.
He's getting a stalker. He's banked quite a lot of gas, and just gonna get a robotic facility. So, from here, the only builds that I really see being effective or real would be some sort of like 4-gate Warp Prism, or Warp Prism DTs, or something Warp Prism-y, because...
Warp Prism DTs would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, needs Mineral Drift, this probe. There he goes. Adding on...
That probe was like, oh my god! There's Zerglings out, what the hell?
So this Overlord should be trying to poke into the main right now. Generally about 6 minutes you want to see what Protoss is up to.
And it takes about 20 to get over there, so...
Yeah. Lings actually should be camped. I like keeping them just in between these two mineral patches and natural, so you can, if a Nexus comes down or if they're moving out or anything along those lines.
Or at least one Ling.
No, yeah, no, just your one guy, and then have one guy in the tower, one guy at the third, and then one guy scouting.
So it looks like we're going for some 2-base Roach. Looks like we're going to see a Roachlings.
I think we're just going to be seeing standard PVZ, but down to base for everybody. Like, that's what it feels like. Ooh, actually, Warp Prism coming after this Immortal, so maybe he's just going to be flying his Immortal into the base, maybe going for... like, he doesn't have enough Sentry energy to try and block off this ramp repeatedly. Ling's poking up the front. Actually be interesting to see if he ends up seeing an Immortal, because that would be a dead giveaway. You'd be like, alright, nope. Right? There's not going to be any sort of Blink Stalkers, there's not going to be any sort of DTs, no Stargate. You're just like, alright, my opponent is essentially pinned. If your opponent's on one base and you know that he has a robotics facility, or if he's just on one base in general, I like to put a Spine Crawler at my ramp. Really helps defend.
Yeah, Samp's actually going for 2 Spore Crawlers right now. Might be expecting some kind of Stargate play out of his opponent, which is not right. But that also limits the Warp Prism's droppability. I'll call it that.
Yeah. No, I'm quite fine with the term droppability, and a third Spore coming down up at the front. So if he takes like the worst path possible and passes both, which he is, no.
This Spore, these Queens, and this other Spore?
Yeah, that'd be... Alright, so it's the vision of Zerg, has seen it. Mystery Meat is now he's spotted. The gig is up, or the jig is up? I don't know how that expression goes, but gonna be dropping on the Spore. Nope, there we go, moving into the main. Oh.
It's actually really smart bringing that, oh no.
2 more shots required. Just
saved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really smart bringing that Immortal on, because it like kind of negates the roach defense if there's not enough roaches. That's pretty nice.
He's going up.
Plus, Immortals is good.
He's going to be going up to 4 Immortals up against almost pure Ling. Not the best situation to be in, but with proper force fields and just enough Zealots, he'll be able to take this out in no time at all. Additional Spore Crawlers going down.
Oh,
Oh,
he's gonna lose that
one
Warp Prism. Oh,
That's
yeah, he did
empty.
not need that.
Yeah, units
That's-
lost 150 to 1,037. And
Like,
he's just rebuilding the War Prism. He's content on his play. He's like, no, this is the plan.
it might just be and at this point, since he's probably expecting this attack, the Warp Prism allows him counterattack ability, and also he can keep
Nice.
his nice force fields, trapping a roach, get a roach kill, damaging some other roaches.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna be using, like as you were alluding to, the War Prism as a forward pylon.
Yep, that and also to micro back his mortals.
Sentries. Yep. No.
Yeah, sentries too.
He's having none of it.
He's
I
like,
like
oh,
it.
crap.
Well,
Good teams, good
Spine,
teams.
the Spine Spore defense. So there's gonna be 3 spores up the front. So like this War Prism might get shot down, and if it gets shot down while holding an Immortal, that'd be
Oof.
terrible. I would actually just feel like it's just sad.
The Warp Prism has to go no farther, I feel, than this creep. There's no
Or it could just like,
bottom of the ramp.
could jet into the main.
Yeah, actually, it's actually an intelligent spot to put. If you put it right on the edge, you can actually... if you put them right on the edge and you put them in phase mode, you can elevator your units up and down.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's like a really specific spot. But, yep.
Neat.
I'm pretty sure. Very
Here comes
possible.
the bush. Lot of,
And there it
lot of
goes.
static defense. Yeah.
But it does have a ton of
Spreading out.
immortals, so...
Nice force field, sectioning everything off. The Warp Prism gets killed instantaneously. No additional proxy pylons. The force fields continue to be good. Should be putting up another Guardian Shield. Just try to add +2 armor to all of his fantastic units. And the push is holding strong. These Immortals are doing a ton of damage. And now these Spore Crawlers feel silly, but they have definitely paid for themselves.
Yeah,
beat
and
up.
actually, 9
Only
kills between... Oh wow, these Immortals getting a ton of kills. Oh, does not want to lose that one Immortal, micros it back.
Needs
Very
to
nice.
micro back into this battle, though. There we go.
Oh, yeah, Zerg actually building a few more roaches, and then the lings. If those had just been all lings, man.
Here comes the worker pull. Bad situation for him to be in, but as Protoss is on one base, this is dangerous times to be in. Immortal needs to be focused firing on the roaches, killing... and the pure ling is going to be able to clear this up. So it's going to take a ton of damage, like an absolute ridiculous amount of damage. But
Oh
he
my
will
god.
hold it.
He's actually gonna clean up these lings?
Oh yeah, but it's the next
yeah.
20.
The 20. And then Immortal's
Yeah,
like, guys,
that's-
wait up! Oh my god! Oh my god!
But he can't actually run away with these stalkers either, so he shouldn't have just abandoned them. It would be nice if he had kited them for as long as possible. Is he going to be going for round number 2, saying expansions are for nubs? I think so. Just an additional Immortal coming out here.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually got a
Why is
decent amount of money.
And he just doesn't have the production, but he's building additional pylons, but he's like no near getting supply blocked. On additional Warp Prism, he's just going to try the exact same attack again. This
He has
time,
more
adding
Zealots
a few
this
more
time.
Zealots. Yeah, a few more Zealots, a few less sentries. This probe is going to have a sad day. Oh. No,
Okay,
yeah,
but-
sad day. Guys, I think I'm going to head out. She's like, oh god.
Mother of what the...
Oh,
And
are there any- yeah, so there are no upgrades, even though Zerg... Okay, Zerg does have +1 ranged attack. Alright, so there are some upgrades in the battle. Or in the game. That Ling, right in the dust. Alright, round 2. If Samp continues to spread the creep, he'll be in better position to chase the armies down, especially with his Lings. Increased movement speed, 4.7. Kind of insane, just how fast...
See, I like
eventually-
this. Mystery Meat... Okay, that was kind of messed up. But Mystery Meat using his Warp Prism to warp in a few sentries. There should have been 3, but he canceled one by accident. But yeah, he warping in a few sentries before he actually attacks, giving them a few moments to catch up some energy. But
Warping
I'll
in
turn on
a couple more. Spine Crawlers will finish, but barely. Oh wow, that's talk about an anti-timing. And we're done, and battle starts. Spore Crawlers, or Spines coming down. Spore this time not going to be taken down. Lings on Zealots, not how you want this fight to be going, but also Immortal on Ling, so both players needing to readjust their army. Spines have been killed, and Mr. Meat's doing a decent job. That's almost, well, that is pure Roach, and he does have an Immortal. Bring in sentries,
10.
I'm not sure if that is the best decision.
Yeah, 10 roaches coming in. Oh, another Immortal joining up with his force. That is nice to see. So he's gonna
that make fine. You're just like, oh man, 10 roaches? No, he's fine. He's got another Immortal.
Yeah, man, why not? Another Immortal and force fields? Good to go. He just has to hug the wall and force field, and those Immortals are going to do work. And here we go. Here's the battle.
Field decent, but one Immortal getting taken down instantly, just not enough energy. Second Immortal getting poked again.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of Zergs actually over-focus fire Immortals, and then they end up taking way too much damage from like the rest of the army. Yeah, Zerg is going to have too much to hold here. More Zealots coming in though. It's going to be a close battle, but these Roaches have the +1. Drones
8 more on the way.
Yeah. Protoss has killed 23 workers, but he's got half the supply.
See, man, if he went DTs, different game. Actually, no, never mind. He had Spore Crawlers in the man, but still, in that fight right there, I don't know, man. Like, after he busted the front, instead of like warping in Zealots, DTs. He's got an invisible wall. And there you go.
Alright, so I'm assuming